Alright boys, welcome back. Here today I wanted to be a voice of reason to make sure you understand this. Recently, we have gone through some very tough things, okay? We definitely have. It's been one hell of a end of year, before year, whatever you want to say. It's been rough, okay? We've had a lot of stuff going down. PvP got burnt down. You had this. This is basically what happened, all right? Let me go back memory lane for you, okay? You had Naofumi, which then following went into Escanor, which then following went into Meliodas, which then following went into Freya. Most of you summoned for either out of the 4 or potentially 4 of the 4 I just mentioned. There is no way. You either summoned for 2 of those or 4 of those. I don't know if you skipped all 4, what are you doing? Escanor and Meliodas were must summons. The other 2 are for fun. Depends on what you play and what you care for in the game. Overall, you went through 4 banners that killed you, most likely. And then during all of that, you had costume sale going on, which also killed you. So overall, we just got stabbed repeatedly. That's what literally happened. And now beyond that, after this banner, okay? After this banner, you have 3 strong and really good banners that most of us will be summoning for. And you might be wondering, hey, what the hell is he talking about? You'll see what I'm going to talk about in a second here. But this video will contain should you summon for this and just what you need to know, because beyond this, you're going to get screwed, and it's going to happen. Last year, the same thing happened. You went after Trillion Meliodas, you ran into a skip banner, basically, but then Global Fez isn't that bad usually, then into a skip banner, then into a big banner you can't skip at all, then into, again, a skip banner. Per se, you really can't say some of these banners can be good. Remember, Tarmian released last year around this time, so there were some good banners we call skip now, but whatever. After that, there's something else you might be wanting to summon for. With that, let's jump into it. Let's talk about it. First, let's start with the should you summon and what's next, so that you are aware. But this sucks. So, basic answer, do not touch this banner, please. Now, again, it's rough to say that this character sucks, which he doesn't. He's actually pretty damn good. The problem is, he's in the wrong meta at the wrong time with no help. He's literally just put out there to be his own guy. There is no one running and helping a fairy meta right now. It's very minuscule, okay? We barely get, like, if you were to go in the list of characters recently released, it's like 1 fairy in 1 year. That's all we get, bro. But if it's like demons or humans, they're constantly there. Even like in comparison to usually demons were dead, they recently got so much love and support. But prior to that, it was unknown in humans. That's all it was, okay? Goddess units, you don't get anything. You got Sariel, Tarmiel, Mael, potentially still not there. Goddess Elizabeth, that's all you got. Margaret, whatever. That's it. Both fairy meta and goddess meta is purely like nothing. There's nothing. Literally nothing. So realize that somebody for him, it's a rough one. But if you like the character and you want collection, go and have fun. I'm never going to stop you. The rest of the banner isn't that bad. Would have been really solid if they put like Brunhild on here. They didn't, but you do have 1 good character. Very good character. Very good character. So 3 like very goods. Mid, collection, not bad, I guess. Really good. The rest are just fine. So overall, this is good again for the passive. I mean, they're all decent characters, but mainly it's a skip. Why? Because of what's next. And then again, on the side note, I already mentioned this, but if you do care for it, this has to happen too. So remember that you might have to skip these costumes if you don't care for them, or if it's like you can live without them, you might have to look elsewhere, because yes, there is still a festival that's going to happen, which I want to talk about in a second. Then beyond that, there is 2 more very solid banners, which last year, if you skipped it, you died. Like, there's nothing else. Like, nothing. There's nothing else. You just died. That's it, all right? So, Escanor has a costume, 90 gems. 90 gems, 90 gems. Depending on what you've spent on already, realize that you might need to spend on these just so you have them. Both of these 2 characters are literally meta. She is still pretty good in like a lot of stuff, and if you don't have her already, or rather didn't buy anything for her, didn't get her 5th costume set, didn't stack her out during the costume sale, and you want to now, you like the look of it, just realize there's a lot of gems that have to be splurged here instead. Then again, I already mentioned, but if you want the cosmetic buffs, the boost, whatever, these also exist. So you have to decide, do you want them? What are you going to do with them? Mainly, I would say it's better to spend your gems elsewhere. Other than the banner, go for these. And maybe, I think I need 1 set of melee, so I'll do that. But I will see how that turns out, what happens there. But basically, I have to spend there. I have to. So that's my goal. I will skip King, and you should skip King too. But if you like King, go have fun with King. But now, beyond that, why am I saying that the next 3 banners are going to be really freaking good? It's because it's at that time of the year, okay? We're far from May. May is going to be a festival. We don't care for that. Right now, where we currently are is February. We're in February. We just got this unit. This year was King. Last year was Melascula. It's February's festival. That's it. February 24th. This same year, you're going to get it the same way. February 23rd, 24th is around when you get it. Boom, you're going to get the festival unit. Whatever that is, could be good or bad. Now, let's say you skip that. That's fine. Let's say you skip that. realize that right in March, right after, has to be the Demonic Beast unit. The same way we got a Latian Scotty, the deer was announced. Then 2 months later, that's how they do it. Always 2 months later, they give you the Ragnarok unit. It's gonna be whatever for the dragon, and you need it. If you ever skip a Ragnarok unit, it might go back and bite you in the back. People say otherwise, like, oh, GoGo, listen, I didn't summon for Freya, and now I have a 6/6 Freya. Listen, I did summon for Freya, and I am a 1/6 Freya. I got only one copy between then and now. Some people have different luck. It just happens. Yes, you can skip the Demonic Beast unit, or you can summon and no longer regret it later on, right? It's just people will say otherwise. I would always recommend it. You guarantee the unit because you don't know what happens later on, right? You don't know how rare that unit becomes. It barely shows up. It's very hard to obtain. Remember, the dragon is hard, right? Getting past floor 2 is very, very hard and impossible. Not even hard, impossible. You can't do it. Floor 3 is death. That's what it is. There's nothing to sugarcoat it. It's death. So realize that you need that unit. Then let's say you don't give a crap. Let's say Demonic Beast content is not your content. The Queen Diane content is not your content. Right after that, you go into a collaboration. It's going to happen. A collaboration has to be planned there because the only other time it can happen is in June, which I don't think they're going to wait that long because it's way too long, right? So most likely they'll mimic it exactly like they did last year, which it will be a festival into Ragnarok right here, into a collaboration. Let's say, you know what, you only want the Demonic Beast unit, you're going to skip this, you're going to skip this. After that, you're back into another festival. So this time you have to just keep in mind that there is things to look forward to. There's one unit that needs to be guaranteed. There is a collaboration you might care for more. There is this you might care for. There is this you might care for. Overall, there's 4 different ones that are up and coming. Mainly, you can skip the Global Festival, walk away from that one. You definitely can. And you can then go for the Demonic Beast unit and collab because you care for that more. Or you can skip the collab, skip the festival, go for Yorm, whoever this year's is, and then go for the JP Festival because usually JP Festivals are more hyped and come with a more memorable unit in some sort of capacity, right? So that's there. Up to you though, but realize there is some big things coming around the corner, which it's just, King is not worth it. Don't touch King. Yes, those costumes are there, but who knows? I'd wait till the festival drops, see what happens, see what goes down. Also realize you have to stay safe, that you can't throw gems elsewhere, because again, you can't miss the banner in March. If it is Ragnarok, and if it is for the dragon, you need it. There's nothing around it. It's a must summon regardless of anything. Thonar last year was a step up, which was freaking great, but they're not going to do that again. If you look at it, Thonar was for the other beast, so it dropped over in August. Again, I don't think that's going to happen. They wanted to milk one more collab out of it that year. That's why they did it. So I don't expect to see a step up, but who knows? Maybe it's a step up, making it a must summon. Then you can definitely walk away with some saved gems. Rather, you won't actually. So you'll save the gems on that, but if you want the collaboration, if it releases that same month, you're screwed. Again, I doubt it's a step up. They did that one time and only a one-time thing. So just be prepared, okay? There's a lot of things up and coming that you have to save your gems for. So try your best to stay safe, okay? That's really it. Skip King. If you want the costumes, go for the costumes. But you gotta skip King, okay? If you like King, have fun. I can't stop you there. But again, I would skip. Yeah, leave it. Run away. Hide. Stay safe. Have fun.